Well, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while. Past due for being out on a trip. We're down to Red River Gorge just for an overnight. Got Scott and Rusty and myself. Labor Day weekend, we're planning on just a quick overnight, hoping that we don't get terribly wet. So far the weather's been a little better than we expected, but fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna try to get a total of around, what'd you say, Scott, 13-ish miles. It's about between 3:30 and 4 on Sunday afternoon. And I gotta work Tuesday, and Rusty didn't bring extra food, so I guess we have to make sure we get back in time. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we don't get too wet, and hopefully we can see some good things along the way. We're continuing along Koomer Ridge Trail, and we made it to what we think is either Bughead Rock or Big Head Rock or something or other. We're about 2¼ miles in or so. We'll try to make it over toward Hanson's Point. So far so good as far as the rain is concerned. We're hoping the forecast scared some people off. We're going to continue along. It is pretty humid, getting pretty sweaty out here, so looking forward to making it to camp and up somewhere a little higher and hopefully some views. We made it down to the creek. Nice little section of trail. I believe we follow along this creek here for a little while, and then we'll have some creek crossings here in a few minutes. But some nice rock formations over here in the creek. We commented that with all the rain that we were expecting, that the creek is not flowing as much as we thought, but for end of August, 1st of September, this is probably still a fair amount of water in this. We'll continue along. We think we're about halfway to our destination for this evening. Kind of a neat little section down here. Well, our first creek crossing was a success. I don't know if you can tell down through there, there's a bit of a mist. We feel like the humidity level is pretty near 100% where we are right now. Scott's feeling it. Rusty's up there wiping his face off and stuff too. He's got a rag up there. I don't know if you can see him through there. We're going to continue on and make our way up to a little higher elevation. Might at least have a little bit of a breeze, we hope. We're making our way out to Hanson's Point. Somewhat astonished that we really haven't seen anyone out here today. I think the weather may have scared some people off. It is still threatening as far as the weather is concerned. But overall, it's one of those days where the weather has turned out better than expected. And we've definitely been blessed by the weather we've had today. You're getting footage of Rusty's first experience at Hanson's Point. Even with the overcast skies and a little dreary, still never disappoints. We finally got Scott back into his natural habitat. So we're sitting out here at Hanson's Point, starting to get just a few sprinkles, and I'm hoping this GoPro will pick that up. You can see the rainbow there, and then as the clouds are starting to kind of lighten up, and as the sun hits them over here, just how beautiful this is. I'll shoot a couple pictures too, and I'll include those. Just beautiful out here this evening. Clouds definitely add something. You know, beautiful starry evening, and that's beautiful as well. But it's really cool. All right, we're all packed up, survived the night. It was touch and go there for a little bit, but no, I'm just kidding. We got a little bit of rain last night, but nothing crazy. No rain currently. Was fortunate not to have any significant rain while we were hiking yesterday. So we had a nice little kind of sunset out at Hanson's Point and some dinner, and getting a leisurely start this morning. It's after 9 o'clock, but we don't have too many miles to make today.
Diamond shaped, or are they really diamond shaped?
Came across these two guys here on the trail. One's kind of coiled up, one's going down over. I'm not sure if you can see them very well. I'll take a picture here. This guy's moving back around. They're both kind of moving off trail a little bit. Although I think it smells Scott. It's like, I think it's tasty.
We there?
Not yet. To the slippery wall of death. So I believe this was the slippery wall of death. You can see how that would be a little slick. We believe the trail goes up this way. Yeah. Well, we've come to another intersection. We'd initially contemplated continuing on the rough trail around to Gray's Arch, but with our late start this morning, we decided we are going to head across Rush Ridge, which will get us back to Pincham Tight, then to Buck Trail, and then back to the Koomer Ridge Trail, which will get us back to the vehicle. And so that'll be our lollipop hike. We made it to our last creek crossing. We are on Buck Trail. We basically just have to go up over the hill and hit Koomer Ridge and then back to the car. As you can see behind me, a little bit of mist down here in the bottom, pretty humid, pretty sticky, but we're thankful that we haven't really had any significant rain. So hopefully we make it back and we get just cleaned up a little bit, get changed, and then head back to the house. But so far, it's been a really good trip. Enjoyed it a lot. It's good to get outside, for sure.
it right there? That is.
Well, I believe we've been on the quest for Hidden Arch. Quest may be a strong word. We took a little alternate route off of the Koomer Ridge Trail down here. We passed a group that described it as a cute little arch. I would say that's probably accurate. So we're going to continue on up toward the next set of stairs and hopefully back close to the vehicle. Well, we survived. Pretty much back to the vehicle, just walking into Koomer Ridge Campground now. Overall, somewhere around 14.5 or so miles total. Weather ended up being much better than expected, so that was a blessing. So we're heading back to the vehicle now and probably get cleaned up a little bit and head back to Ohio and see our families. We gotta work tomorrow, although Scott said he was taking a 0, so I'm not sure. Other than that, it's been a good trip, and thanks for watching, and until next time, get outside.